everyone, and welcome back to F1 2016 for the season 2 of our career mode. So we are back with F1 2016 finally after, I believe it has been 1 month of awaitness for this career mode. But you thought it would be normal, you thought it would be a normal start of this career mode. Well, no it isn't. I'm going to say to you, I've done a huge mistake in the start of this career mode while I was playing, and I actually started the Australian Grand Prix. I was about to play. I've done all the practice sessions. I've done all the upgrades, for anyone wondering. But I unfortunately, instead of 50% races, I pressed on the 100% button, and I was literally didn't know it until then. In order to fix it before starting practice sessions, qualifying sessions, you know, all that stuff. But I got into the race, qualified something like not in a good position, something like 15th. But I got into it, got into the race, and the only thing that I saw was a 50-something lap race, and I was mad at this. And out of the, I was out of my mind, and actually retired from the race. Isn't that beautiful, huh? And actually, we got 0 points out of that, pretty much. Kevin didn't get points, so pretty much the start of the season has been terrible. But we can take as part 20 of this career mode, the first race of season 2. We can take possibly. We can take Bahrain as the first race of the season, but it's been Australia, which I'm not gonna say you, but you can see all the upgrades that I've done to the car, so that will possibly make us the third or possibly just the second fastest car on the field. But I hope that I can finish all the upgrades till the end of the season and fight for the championship in order to leave Renault and go to a different team at the end of the season, and at the start of season 3. But that's pretty much what happened, and I couldn't actually race a 100% race. I thought about it. I was like, yes, no, decided no. And as you can see now, we're pretty much here in Bahrain. And imagine if we started from here the video, it would be so awkward. Fortunately, I held all the data I had from Australia that made it a bit more better, to make you understand what happened. But all the parts I've been waiting for have finally arrived. It's the engine power upgrade, the chassis upgrade, the fuel efficiency upgrade, the downforce upgrade, the drag update. It is an absolutely amazing how much faster the car is going to feel. How much better it's going to feel in terms of everything, in terms of the downforce, as I told you, in terms of the top straight line speed. It's going to be a whole different car, and I hope that we can actually be competitive, more competitive than last season start, because in last season we weren't that competitive, in the start. When we started doing upgrades, then it's starting being a little bit more excited. But we're just gonna show you now. Yes, we're the third fastest car on the grid as Mercedes. You have upgraded just a little bit, but Red Bull is by far the fastest car, so it's gonna be pretty hard to fight with those guys. But as you can see, Scuderia Ferrari have done some upgrades. But yeah, it's just Scuderia Ferrari doing upgrades. But as you can see now, into practice stations we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix with the track acclimatization test, and we're doing pretty well, pretty good, I'm on my third lap actually. My first two were terrible, and for anyone wondering, I haven't played the game for how much time? For how long? I believe it's been possibly 1 month. So I haven't played the game for 1 month, so don't expect me to be at my best of form in those first races. So possibly from Spain somewhere, it could be much better, but we've successfully completed the track acclimatization test. And now going into the qualifying pace test. As you can see, we have 1 green and then 3 purples in a row. That hopefully is gonna make us go and achieve the purple result. We're currently on the green, we have achieved it, and we just have to get another purple one. in order to be on top. And as you can see, we have achieved the purple. Now onto my last lap. It's going to be possibly another green. You know, I didn't be that careful. I tried to set a bit of a better lap, but we've also successfully achieved the the qualifying, not the qualifying pace test. I'm sorry, the time management test. So the qualifying pace test. This is the qualifying pace test, and as you can see, we've done a very good lap straight away, and that's going to put us in. We've completed actually the test for P5, and now the target of the team is to be in P1. But apparently, according to my lap, we're going to be in P3, and I couldn't improve my lap, but estimated qualifying position is third. We've been perfect in the track organization and time management test, so let's go into qualifying and what we can do as well as the test has made.
Cars are ready, the drivers are ready. We hope you're ready as qualifying is about to begin here in Bahrain. I was looking at some highlights of previous races here, and the one thing that really stood out to me was the run down to turn 1. It's not an easy one to navigate as everyone is scrapping to get into there first.
It's the scene of many incidents as drivers jostle for position. You have to make a choice between going for it and self-preservation. There's no point in going in hot if you don't come out intact the other side. Even if you're at the front, you will be worrying about the guys behind you.
So here we are, guys, qualifying session of the Bahrain Grand Prix, possibly the second one of for me in this career mode, but the first one that you're gonna watch and enjoy for this career mode. So the estimated qualifying position was P3, but I'm actually have a setup here for Bahrain. I don't know if it is good, but let's go now on board with me on my fastest lap. I'm currently starting P12. I'm on the first set of super soft tires, and on a fuel of 3 laps. We have 3 laps of fuel in the car. We've never done. We had 10 laps and all super soft. So that's my best lap. Hope you enjoyed. Let's get into it. Going out through the last corners, it's going to be a very good lap, improved lap, and it's going to be P5 for the Grand Prix apparently. But yeah, we've done very well.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top 3, who are Verstappen, Ricciardo and Sebastian Vettel. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
So, just was 3,000 seconds behind Raikkonen, but it's gonna be P5 for the race tomorrow, so let's get into it. here we are on the grid of the Bahrain Grand Prix, starting from P5 on the grid, and we're actually on the racing line, which is possibly going to help us quite a lot. I have a plan of going around the outside of possibly both the Ferraris, and then if we could get another one of the Red Bulls would be a miracle for us. But that's a race strategy. We're starting on the super soft tires, then we're gonna go on a set of medium tires and a set of soft tires. So it seems like pretty okay for me. Safety cars could change a lot of strategy, but I don't have anything to add. Pretty much seems like a pretty easy strategy, but we could have less bits of safety car comes at the right moment, at the right time. But yeah, pretty much nothing else to add. Let's get to the race, start formation lap, and hope we can do well.
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. What's the RPM on a full start? We don't want to bog down.
So here we are ready for the start. It's 5 lights, and it's away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel gets off to a terrible start. We're going around the outside of both Ferraris, as I have planned to, but Raikkonen is still on the side of me. We try and get around the outside of Darren Ricardo, we just couldn't hold it. Raikkonen tries to regain his position, going to podium place. He just quietly can't. But first corner, and we have gained 2 places. We're to podium position, just behind the 2 Red Bulls. I run a lot wide there into this corner. Very bad mistake, but fortunately Kimi Raikkonen didn't overtake us right here. So now we just gotta wait for those 2 Red Bulls to fight it out and get some advantages out of that. Daniel Ricciardo and Verstappen are having an almighty battle. Ricciardo, is he gonna go down the inside of Verstappen? He does, and we go down the inside, up the inside of both of them. Can Ricciardo squeeze it off there? He tries to go around the outside of me, but 2 Red Bulls also lose a position to Kimi Raikkonen, and that's gonna give me the position of the lead, and Raikkonen is up into P2. So we actually have the 2 faster cars than us just behind Raikkonen, so we are looking very well for this race. There's a yellow flag behind here. I really want to look to what happened right now. So we're just gonna move into the replays. Let's see what happened here. On board with me, Raikkonen, there you go, on board with Ricciardo. Let's check that shit out. Oh! He's been bumped by his teammate! He's been bumped by Max Verstappen! It's like Vettel versus Weber in Turkey 2010. The scenes of the Red Bull conspiracies are back. Look at this. Verstappen right here just goes. Just take a look at this. On board with Max Verstappen. He just goes straight into the back of his teammate. If I would be Christian Horner right now, I would throw away Verstappen from the team. Like, while they have the fastest car, they have to fight for wins because the other teams are going to upgrade them sooner or later. But that has been a huge mistake. But Nico Rosberg is also included in the cross. I didn't realize that. What happened with Nico Rosberg? Oh, unlucky. She couldn't have the best reflexes in order to get away from Verstappen. Verstappen just he was unlucky there for Rosberg. He just hit the back of Verstappen and lost control of the car. But Rosberg and both the Red Bulls are out. They are not contenders to win this race, so we're looking very well for the moment.
Okay, the safety car is out, and the
And
safety car
as
is
expected,
out. We need to form up at a reduced
safety
pace.
car has been
Close
called,
the
and
time.
pretty much
Make
we
sure
go
keep
to
it positive.
cut the
We're
safety car
considering
key,
switching to an alternate
and
strategy.
yeah.
Do you want to
Lap 4, I'm trying to go for a different strategy. Don't know if it is actually going to work, and I don't know even why I'm risking it, but I believe that if I'm not gonna follow like the typical strategy, the strategy that most cars are gonna follow, then I'm gonna lose position to the guys that are gonna try this strategy. So I'm taking the risk in order to win this race, It was once again a bad pit stop
Let's get some
there.
heat into those
3
tyres.
seconds pit stop. We're gonna try and possibly get Kvyat down inside. But no, stay behind Kvyat. Just stay behind Kvyat. Don't try and overtake him now. And now with those tires, if the safety car stays out for 3 laps, it stayed. Now three laps without tire wear on this tire, so that means that we can actually go down inside of every single car and go into the lead just when the safety car came in.
Some information on Vettel.
So
They're
easy.
slowing down.
That
It
was the
seems like
best thing we
there's
could have
some
done.
problem with their car.
Like literally, there was nothing better than we could have done. Like the safety car comes in straight off into the straight line. We pass everyone and we're into the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Lap 16, guys, and coming for our programmized pit stop. We're going in for a set of soft tires in order to fin the race. I believe that soft tires can make it out for 13 laps. If they can, then we're lucky. If they cannot, well, then we're fucked. But I believe they can. I have faith on my strategy, and I believe that we can actually make it out with that set of soft tires and finish the race. But also, we can actually, if we are in P1 and the other cars are trying to overtake us, then we can defend a little bit better with the soft tires. But Massa and Ricciardo have now overtaken us, which means that we have to overtake them because there was on a set of soft tires, which means we might not have to make another extra pit stop. So we'll have to look for that. And lap 17 already, we're tail of Felipe Massa. Massa with a Williams straight line speed tries to try and fight with this Renault engine. We make it out of it. Felipe tries to stay on the inside. He just makes contact with us. Try to squeeze us off. We need to P5. Everyone has made the pit stops on lap 21. We're leading the way. Perez, I think, is also going to make an extra pit stop because he's gone instead of super softs for an absolute reason. If he would have gone into a set of mediums, then he would actually finish the race and take an amazing podium for Force India. But pretty much, we do not have to be worried for anything. Lap 26, there's 3 laps remaining for this race, and Hamilton is the one that is going to make our life harder, and it's going to make that win for us harder to be taken. But we're just fighting there with a few, fighting to re-overtake Hamilton down the inside into the straight here. He's still on our right, on our left-hand side. Is he actually going to make it through? If he can, that's going to be a win for Lewis Hamilton. We try the switchback move here, and we've actually made it here. Switchback move, get in. 2 laps remaining for the end of this race. We're looking very well for this win. Lap 28, guys. It's the last lap, and you know what's going through this. Oh my goodness me! Fuck off! No! No freaking air! No freaking way! No freaking way! I really want to break my wheel at the moment. I want to break my wheel. This is fucking ridiculous. On the last lap, on the final corner, this happens. This fucking thing happens. Fuck. This is absolute garbage. Everyone has overtaken me. Every single fucking car. Even my teammate has overtaken me. Even Rosberg and Verstappen. I was first, like 2 corners earlier, but now I'm 13th. Oh my goodness me, coming across the line, it's going to be 13th place for the Bahrain Grand Prix.
I guess it can't all go to plan. Bring her in, we'll go over what happened in the debrief.
Yeah, we'll have to work out what happened in the debrief with the fucking tires.
Excellent win from Ferrari. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more.
It's just so unlucky, you know, the fact that a tire explodes at 70%. I also know enough for the next race season. I'm not even joking. Yes, Ben, I'm so literally like feeling like I'm not having any of this.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Daniel Ricciardo, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, I have to give it to Lewis Hamilton. You know, it was just the kind of drive you'd expect from a multiple world champion.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. Another team that excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.
Like, it's one of those moments where you feel like I'm gonna win straight off on the return of this game, and then this happens. Like, it's the disappointing thing is that not even Kevin Magnussen could have got points. Like, get me out of the team. I had a puncture and I couldn't get the points. I could have got even a podium, could have got a win, but I didn't get points because of the puncture. But Kevin, I know you've passed 4 cars, but please, couldn't he have passed for Max Verstappen so that we could have been in P1? Seems like you couldn't. But I really don't have anything to add. Like, the season for Renault hasn't started very well. We're still both of us on 0 points, and we're really not doing well as a team, you know. But we might have made huge upgrades, but we might have to finish on the podium or even win the race. But you saw the driver standings, constructor standings. We're 10th, even behind Mano. What else would have happened? Like, we are on the bottom of the teams that have 0 points. But that was it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button. But this is one. I'll see you next time, guys. Goodbye.